This is a Godzilla 2010 production, and do a barrel roll!
Hey guys, this is Godzilla 2010. Today we're doing another Godzilla PS3 game discussion video, or not really an update video, but whatever. So, we're gonna talk about DLCs. Is it going to happen? And if it does, how are they going to do it? So, first off, I don't think they're really gonna do it. I just don't see it happening. My reasons, it doesn't really, they didn't feel like there's gonna be any DLCs. Nothing's confirmed for DLCs, and the game seems pretty complete, to me at least. So, yeah, and I don't think there's really much they could add, and I will go over that a little more in depth, but I just don't see it happening too much. But it's definitely possible for them to do DLCs. It's not impossible. They could definitely do it, but I just don't see it quite happening anytime soon, or at all. And so I'm gonna, give proof that I think it's definitely possible for them to do it, but, I don't think it's gonna happen. So if they do decide, hey, let's do DLCs for this game, I feel they're probably going to do it, in a way, they're probably just gonna add in more incarnations of Godzilla. That's how I feel they're going to do it. Just, ending Godzilla Millennium, that one show Godzilla was, that's made for SH Monster Arts, and, any other, incarnations of Godzilla they feel like doing, it can be any incarnation they want to do at all, because they can easily, make their own models. They have proved this with Jagor and, MG74. So they can definitely make their own models, so it can be really any incarnation of Godzilla, but it's more likely for that one show of Godzilla and Godzilla Millennium, to be those incarnations. But, it can be anyone. It could even be like 54 or 84. But, any Godzilla incarnation you could possibly imagine. So, how... Okay, why am I not able to think here? Okay, so any other... Wherever DLCs they could possibly, do, let's say... Oh, more monsters, the plays King of Monsters mode. And those Godzilla incarnations, they could easily, put that into King of Monsters mode as well. So that's how they could do it. Let's see. Yeah, so other monsters, I don't really have any ideas for other monsters other than, other SX Monster Arts, Kaiju, like, Batshara Space Godzilla, let's see, who else did he do? They didn't, Michika Ghidorah, let's see. They kind of did a lot of the SX Monster Arts figures already, so I don't think, there's a lot more for them to do there, but, let's see. You could do, like, other forms to destroy them, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of anything else they could do, really. But yeah, if they were going to be other, like, Kaiju DLCs, possibly if you, Dadless DLCs, then you could play them in King of Monsters mode. So that's definitely an idea. They could also do, let's say, other, like, areas, other cities you can, play in. That'd definitely be an option. They could add in Monster Island, maybe add in the versus mode where you can fight, as any monster against, any monster, like the versus mode, it can be multiplayer. That could be a DLC, like a whole new mode. That could be possible. They could also add in, let's see, maybe when you buy, like, those Kaiju DLCs, you can also use them in diorama mode. That'd be definitely a good idea. You could have DLCs for, like, backgrounds for your console. That would definitely be, a good idea. I know they kind of did that already, but, DLCs where you don't have to go and grab the code before anyone else can. Because that's what I saw what they were doing there, and at least from what I've heard. So anyways, what else could they do? Yeah, there's not that many options. I really can't think of too much. They could add in, new, I guess, like, Super Jets, like the Super X 1, 2, and 3. I know those are already in, but that's just a sample. They already have Atragon, and I believe that's it. yeah, maybe they can, bring in Mogira, of both forms, and then, they can join together after you hurt both of them enough. Mogira, then you have to fight that. That'd definitely be quite a tough challenge, with having it, just hard. They're like constantly there. I think it's just harder because you can't get rid of the health bar once and you're good to go. You have to, like, get rid of 2 health bars that are a little smaller, then you have to fight, a whole mech. So it's really kind of, you're fighting 2 mechs there at once, and, one at a time, of course, but that'd definitely be quite a bit of a challenge. But it's nothing, like, insanely hard, but it's just an idea. Let's see, what else could they do? All they can do is add in, new areas and new kaiju and, maybe more background themes, and that's really it. Maybe they can add in, like, possibly, more military tanks, jets, and all that, but, I don't know. That's really only going to be useful in, like, destruction mode, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't think there's much they can really do. Yeah, there's just not really anything you could do with DLCs in this game. It's just not one of those kind of games where you have like 50 DLCs or anything insane at all. For updates, you could possibly, do, let's say, maybe like an update to improve the graphics a little bit. Maybe to improve the frame rate so it's not, doesn't lag as much at certain moments. They could also, what else could they do? Yeah, there's not much you can do with updates either, because the game was, generally pretty good with, how it came out. Just the graphics, could, in some spots, are gonna be like a little bit touched up, but, overall, the graphics were kind of, pretty much a good go, but, yeah. They could also probably, there's just not much they can really do with, DLCs. So that's why, they're not gonna do it, but once again, if they do, they have to do it sometime in between now and when the Godzilla, the American version of the game comes out. Because, if you do DLCs after that, you kind of already lost your audience, really, because the game's been out for so long. So, yeah. Yeah, they haven't, like, put in all the DLCs into the US version, if they do it, of course. So, once they... So after they have all the DLCs released and they release the American version, like saying, hey, you waited this long, here's some free DLCs for you. You had to pay for it. Well, the other guys had to pay. So, here you go, free DLCs for waiting this long. Even if they did that, it's still just about a Japanese version. I can't wait, to like this spring or summer whenever it comes out. That's too long. Way too long. Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot faster to come out, but apparently not. Apparently not at all. So anyways, yeah, there's not much they can do with DLCs. It's just kind of apparently anything, to be honest. So there is a little bit of proof that there could be DLCs, but it's not any confirmation whatsoever. You go to Super Godzilla's, gaming channel. I'll have a link down in the description below, or an annotation, wherever I feel like placing it. So basically, he had a video where he found some audio clips of people saying Mecha King Ghidorah. And so it either means he's gonna be a DLC, he, was used and got destroyed before, the story begins, or he's gonna be in the sequel. That's really all there is for, possibilities, but it's pretty obvious they're definitely saying his name. But, what they're saying is, like, what they're saying about him is just completely unknown. It's just mainly speculation at this point, unless someone can, translates, most of it in English, but, and, yeah, he didn't really put too much of the actual audio clip into it. It's like the chunk of, really, all he put in was them saying Mecha King Ghidorah, but, yeah, maybe it was like one extra word, I think, that was put in. So maybe if you could translate that one word, that can give us a hint. But, I just don't see it happening at all. But anyways, that's really not proof for it. It's not much proof at all, but it's a little something. I think it's just more likely to not get bothered of the DLCs and, make the US version and start working on the sequel, which is pretty much going to happen. Like, this game did amazing with pre-order sales, and like, on the first day, it pretty much sold out in stores in Japan, so it just kind of shows you that this game did pretty well, and, it's definitely likely for them to do a sequel, because they said, if we can do a sequel, we definitely will. Like, they want to do a sequel. So, that's good to hear. And they really got the money for it anyways. Like, this did do pretty well, for sales-wise. So they have the money. They really, they want to do it, so I guess they can. There's still nothing 100% confirmed, but it seems pretty likely that they will make a sequel. Because they do seem like they really want to do it. They even have ideas for editing Bacon, which would be really amazing if they did that. It'd be really cool to have Bacon finally back into a game. Because he hasn't been in a game really since Super Godzilla. And, he's been like, I think like a fan, like some fan games, but it doesn't really count, to be honest. So, it'd be great to have him back, into a Godzilla game. See like what they do with his design. Like, is it gonna be like the movie design that got cut, or is it gonna be like based off, Super Godzilla? Because there's like a white and purple version, and it's like the one from Super Godzilla. I'm pretty sure most of us have seen both versions by now, but yeah. That's really all there is. Not much proof. That doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. There's not much you can really do with it either. And there's just not much at all. But, it's definitely more likely they want to do it, and why even waste their time? They have to, work on the American version. When there's a sequel that's probably going to happen, and it's just not, I don't think it's really worth it for them to work so hard on, like, maybe DLCs or something. Like, even one character would be kind of, because working on one character, it does take a while to make, a full-fledged character. It does. A lot of people don't realize how long and how much work it takes in, making a video game. They don't understand how hard the process is. They just look at it and say, pretty simple. But it definitely takes a lot of work, especially with decoding. That's the hard part. Really, that's the hardest part with it. And I've seen how modeling works, and yeah, it's not too easy either. It really isn't. So, yeah. I don't see them really working. I don't see them really, doing DLCs at all. But, what do you think? How do you guys do DLCs? Or not? Say your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later.